We are asked to find 2 over 4 plus 2 over 4 plus 2 over 4 plus 2 forever. The tricky thing about this problem is that our pattern repeats forever, so we can't just calculate this without any tricks. So because we can't just start calculating this, let's look for some things we notice. Our pattern is 2 over 4 plus 2 over 4 plus 2 over 4 plus 2, which is an infinite pattern. Now let's look at this. This pattern is 2 over 4 plus 2 over 4 plus 2 forever, which is the same exact thing as this pattern, the entire thing. So what I'm trying to say is, let's say our pattern is x. X is just equal to 2 over 4 plus itself, because this pattern is the same as this pattern. So now we have just made an equation to find our answer. Multiplying both sides by 4 plus x, we get that x times 4 plus x is equal to 2. So we get that x squared plus 4x is equal to 2, so x squared plus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now all we have to do is solve for x. We can do that by using the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, just as a refresher, or if you don't know it. And of course, a is the coefficient of our x squared term, b is the coefficient of our x term, and c is our constant term. In this case, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4, and c is equal to negative 2. So, x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 4 times negative 2 divided by 2, which is negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 16 plus 8, which is just 24, over 2. Simplifying further, we get that x is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 24 is just 2 root 6. So we get 2 root 6 over 2, which is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 6. So we get two answers for x. X is equal to negative 2 minus square root of 6, or x is equal to negative 2 plus the square root of 6. But we can't have two answers. The thing to notice here is that this answer is negative and this answer will be positive because the square root of 6 is bigger than 2. If we go back to our pattern, we see that we have no negatives in our fraction. Therefore, our answer cannot be negative, which means this is the wrong answer. So our answer is x is equal to negative 2 plus the square root of 6. Now let's do one more example. Find 3 over 7 plus 3 over 7 plus 3 over 7 repeating. Let's do the same thing as we did with the last problem. X is equal to 3 over 7 plus 3 over 7 plus the pattern continues. So, x is just equal to 3 over 7 plus itself. Multiplying both sides by 7 plus x, you get x squared plus 7x is equal to 3, so x squared plus 7x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now let's use the quadratic formula to find x. Again, the quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, where a is the coefficient of the x squared term, b is the coefficient of the x term, and c is the constant term. In this case, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 7, and c is equal to -3. So, x is equal to -7 plus or minus the square root of 49 minus -12. So we get plus 12 divided by 2. So, -7 over 2 plus or minus the square root of 61 over 2. That's as far as we can simplify. So x is equal to -7 over 2 plus the square root of 61 over 2, or -7 over 2 minus the square root of 61 over 2. We notice that the square root of 61 is larger than 7 because the square root of 49 is 7. So, this answer will be positive and this answer will be negative. If we go back to our pattern, we see that there's no negative values in our pattern. There's nothing to make it negative, so our answer must be positive, which means this will be our answer.